Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. My name is Kylie Peterson. At this time, we respectfully request that you continue standing and that everyone bow your head and join us as we observe a moment of silence in honor of our servicemen and servicewomen, especially those who are overseas. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Nikayla Wilson, and I have had the amazing honor of serving as the senior class president. It is my privilege to welcome you all to the Buckhorn High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. For the past 12 years, we have worked, grown, and overcome challenges that shaped us into who we are today. From virtual learning and uncertainty to accomplishments and unforgettable memories, our class has proven that we are resilient, adaptable, and stronger than any obstacle that was placed before us. Today, we come together to celebrate the hard work, dedication, and accomplishments of the class of 2026. So, before we begin, let's take a moment and give a warm round of applause to our amazing graduating class. As graduates walk across the stage, we ask that family and friends hold all applause, cheering, and excessive noise until every name has been called. We know that you're excited, and trust us, we know that some of you have been waiting weeks and even months to scream, but let's make sure every graduate gets their moment. After all names are announced, celebrate as loudly as you would like. Class of 2026, we've officially done it. Congratulations and welcome to one of the most unforgettable moments of your life. Thank you for allowing me to have the privilege to honor you for the past 3 years.
My name is Asher Allen, and on behalf of the senior class of 2026, I would like to recognize our distinguished guests. As your name is called, please stand and remain standing. Please hold all applause until all guests have been introduced. Mr. Ken Kubik, Superintendent of Madison County Schools, Mr. Keith Trewick, Chief of Staff, Mr. Hunter Smith, Chief Financial Officer, Dr. Mark Minsky, Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Alan Perkins, Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services, Ms. Carrie Bass, Assistant Superintendent of Instruction, Ms. Mary Stump, Director of Special Education, Mrs. Marsha McCants, Director of Equity and Innovation, Ms. Jessica Cantrell, Director of Public Relations, Ms. Nikki Rodman, Director of Information Technology, Ms. Jennifer Fanning, Coordinator of Secondary Education, Mr. David Vess, Board President and District 1 Representative, Mr. Bill Bird, Board Vice President and District 5 Representative, Mr. Wes Jones, District 2 Representative, Mr. Brian Brooks, District 3 Representative, Mr. Heath Jones, District 4 Representative, Mr. Lavelle Everett, Principal, Ms. Molly Reiser, Assistant Principal, Ms. Amber Staggs, Assistant Principal, Mr. Jacob Souter, Assistant Principal, and Mr. Chuck Smith, Assistant Principal, Mr. Dan Schwanke, Senior Counsel, Ms. Dee Gordon, Counselor, Ms. Stephanie Wheeler, Counselor, and Ms. Ashley Franzen, Counselor, Mr. Edward Keys, Teacher, and for our feeder school principals, Mr. Chad Kennedy, Buckhorn Middle School, Ms. April McCutcheon, Riverton Intermediate School, Dr. Tanya Smith, Riverton Elementary School, Ms. Carrie Smith, New Market School, Dr. Julie Norden, Mount Carmel Elementary School. Thank you for joining us for this special day.
Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. My name is Victoria Hall, and I'm honored to stand before you to give this speech. Today is a day of celebration, a day we've been waiting for, anticipating, and for years. We've spent countless hours preparing for this moment, and what felt like a lifetime flew by in the blink of an eye. Before I go any further, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the incredible people who made this journey possible for all of us. To the teachers and staff, you've shown grace like no other, provided a listening ear, and prepared us for a reality that we are all about to encounter. I also want to take the time to thank my parents. Mom, Dad, thank you for everything. Every bit of who I am, the hard work, the courage, the kindness, it all started with you two. I hope standing here today makes you proud, because I wouldn't be here without you. I love you both more than words can say. My fellow classmates, don't forget to thank those who helped you get here today. Speaking of reality, I want to talk about the harsh truth of being overwhelmed and busy, and why that is, in fact, a blessing. If you asked me 4 years ago what I thought about being busy, I would have said it was a curse. Endless homework, sports, volunteering, social commitments, part-time jobs, the list never seemed to end. Some days, I felt stretched so thin I wondered how I could possibly breathe under the weight of all I was trying to accomplish. But here's the thing, being overwhelmed wasn't just a series of burdens. It was a series of opportunities. It was a sign I was pushing myself, that I was refusing to settle for the easy path. It was in those moments of pressure, the late nights, the stress of balancing school, sports, jobs, and everything life threw at us, that we discovered who we really are as a class. Being busy taught us something critical, that our time, our energy, and our focus is limited, and that we have to choose how we spend them. It taught us that success is not about avoiding stress or failure, it's about learning to move forward, even when the load feels heavy. It taught us that sometimes being overwhelmed is a sign that we're on the right path. High school was a constant reminder that being overwhelmed is not a weakness, but instead is a blessing. As we reminisce about our years at Buckhorn, let us remember the good days. Friday night lights, shout out to our bar stool, Sonic runs after the games, homecoming dances, and the moments that made everything feel worth it, including this one. But also always cherish the hard days, the ones where friendships fell apart, grades didn't go as planned, and the path ahead felt uncertain, because those struggles gave meaning to the journey. Now, we stand at the edge of something new, the beginning of the rest of our lives. We are stepping into a world that will test us in new ways. We will face challenges that will feel insufferable, responsibilities we cannot predict, and opportunities that will push us out of our comfort zone. So, let us embrace the blessings of being overwhelmed and busy. Let us not look back with regret, but with gratitude. And as we move forward, let us welcome challenges without intimidation, embrace responsibility without worry, and never shy away from a full, meaningful, and sometimes overwhelming life. What happens next isn't decided for us. Our future will be shaped by the choices we make, the effort we put in, and the risks we are willing to take. So wherever life takes you next, be fearless. Take chances. Outgrow the version of yourself you thought you had to be. Remember, you are capable of hard things. And most importantly, don't wait until you feel ready. Because the truth is, you already are.
Congratulations, the class of 2026.
Now, will the members of the Buckhorn High School Concert Choir please come forward to perform You Raise Me Up, directed by Miss Kristen Doherty, BHS Choral Director. Good afternoon. My name is Jesse Sampson. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, thank you for this opportunity to speak today. First, to the Buckhorn High School class of 2026, congratulations. I'm sure after all of your hard work, late night study sessions, and last minute essays, the last thing you want to hear right now is another lecture. Fortunately, this is not going to be another lecture. Unfortunately, this is going to be a pop quiz. You will not be able to find an online answer key or get a sufficient response from ChatGPT to answer these questions. Thankfully, there's not a due date for this assignment. As I was preparing my speech, I had trouble deciding what to talk about. I thought about the importance of family and making strong connections with the ones around you. I thought about setting high bars and working hard to be the best version of oneself that a person can be. Ultimately, I decided to talk about something that revolves around all of these things. What are your goals? What are your plans? I'm sure that if you had $1 for every time you heard one of these questions, you would be very well off. However, I want to invite you today to dig deeper into these questions because I believe that there's an answer that is worth far more than any amount of money. For some, the next step is college. For others, it is a trade or the military. And then there are some of you who have no idea what the next few years are going to look like, and that's okay. Now, regardless of your answer, I want to ask you a different question. No, I want to ask you a coexisting question. Why? Why did you stay up late writing essays? Why are you on the path that you have chosen? Why are you here right now? These may sound like silly questions, but if you truly ask yourself, I'm willing to bet that there's an answer hidden in them that can influence each and every aspect of your life. Was it because you wanted to challenge yourself? Perhaps. Or maybe you wanted to please relatives or impress friends? Possibly. Or maybe you're just doing it because it seems like the right thing to do? Very likely. And while I believe that God has placed you where you are for a very important reason, I think it's important to note that the why is almost, if not just as important as the what. The why is there when the what doesn't want to hang on anymore. It is the gasoline that keeps the what pushing even when it is tired and overheated. In more relatable terms, it's the Celsius you drink every morning before school, and you know who you are. But the why doesn't just fuel the what, it also directs it. It guides our decisions, our time, our money, and our relationships. When I was younger, the why that pushed me was success. I thought that if I just had success, everything would be just fine. I worked really hard in everything I did. I made good grades, I started on my sports teams, and I even had a fairly successful business. But the more success I had, the more empty I felt. And the more empty I felt, the more I felt the need to succeed. What I realized then, and what I wish that I had known sooner, is that pursuing success is like trying to fill up a black hole. No matter how much you do have, it will never be enough. If it was possible to have enough, then Elon Musk would have retired a long time ago. What I have found is that the quote-unquote most successful man in the world is not the one with the best job, the nicest cars, or the most championship rings. The most successful people in the world are the ones who have relationships with their family and friends. They are not consumed by what the world says they are lacking, but are focused on pursuing things that bring true fulfillment and purpose. My encouragement to each and every one of you is to find a why that is not so concerned with a bank account or social status, but is intentional about spending time with friends, family, and the God who made you. You have been given the gift of life, and what you do in it does matter. But in everything you do, do not forget to remember why you are doing it. Thank you for your time, and congratulations to the Buckhorn High School class of 2026.
Good afternoon. General George S. Patton Jr. said, "The soldier is the Army. No army is better than its soldiers. The soldier is also a citizen. In fact, the highest obligation and privilege of citizenship is that of bearing arms for one's country." At this time, I'd like to recognize our graduates who will be entering the armed forces after graduation. When I call your name, please stand. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Jordan Campbell, U.S. Army. Destiny Clay, U.S. Army Reserve. Zell Faulkner, Army National Guard. Jariah Hogue, U.S. Army. Caleb Carricker, Army National Guard. Tristan Kaufman, Army National Guard. Carter Osborne, U.S. Air Force. Isabella Rodriguez, U.S. Army. Connor Wright, Air National Guard. And Thomas Ziegler, United States Marine Corps. Thank you. You may be seated. The Alabama Purple Star Schools program is a collaborative initiative developed to recognize the efforts of K-12 schools in the state that are committed to supporting military students and their families. Buckhorn High School is a Purple Star military-friendly school. We are proud to recognize our military students at this time. Students, please stand and know that we support you and your families. Thank you. You may be seated. And now I'd like to recognize the students in the top 10% of the 2026 Buckhorn High School graduating class. When I call your name, please stand. Audience, please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. William Abel, Asher Allen, Taylor Ayers, Charlotte Burnett, Madeline Carroll, Mary Christensen, Molly Christensen, Taylor Cowan, Hattie Davis, Ty Fowler, Victoria Hall, Graham Harp, Devin Hendricks, Brianna Higgins, Rebecca Hillman, Aaron Jackson, Lauren Jackson, Joshua Majors, Jenna Mann, Olivia Moulton, Mai Patel, Ryan Perry, Lillian Pierce, Morgan Roop, Jesse Sampson, Emma Sprague, John Tran, Dalton Tyler, Madison Wilburn, Nikayla Wilson, Allison Young. Congratulations. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, let's prepare for our presentation of diplomas.
Will the first two rows please stand and come forward at this time to receive your diplomas? Kara Leanne Dawn Fields. Jared Christopher Garver. James Bryant Markham. William Levi Abel. Demaya Lee Ackland. Mateo Stephen Aguilar. Asher Heaton Allen. Messiah Cassell Allen. Alexander Manuel Amanza. Daria Aaliyah Andrews. Molly Beth Anglin. Addison Isabella Eric. Layla Armari Arsenault. Caden Josiah Ashford. Lucas Garrett Ashworth. Emma Claire Avila. Taylor Grace Ayers. Queen Esther Oyendamola Babatunde. Janae Nicole Bailey. Abby Lynn Banderob. Nevaeh Renee Banderob. McKenna Joe Barger. Braden Cole Barnes. Riley Scott Barrier. Kaylin Michelle Bass. Caden Terrell Battle. Gracie Ella Berry. Sawyer Trent Bowl. Elijah Solomon Borgen. Kyle Patrick Boyette. Megan Lucille Bradford. Dylan Cole Brantley. Nicholas Alexander Braun. Sawyer Colt Briggs. Brianne Ohana Britton. Cash McLean Brothers. JC Elaine Bruno. Emma Jane Bryant. Landon Kane Burgess. Charlotte Marie Burnett. Casey Grace Bush. Austin Blake Callahan. Colby James Calloway. Amelia Grace Calvin. Holly Jane Campbell. Jordan Scott Campbell. Presley Faye Cantrell. Calliope Rosaline Carbone. Timothy Levance Carden. Joswan Adil Zabala. Emma Josephine Carmack. Madeline Claire Carroll. Rebecca Marie Carter. Kimberlyn Paige Cecil. Adela Lakin Cespedes. Addison Caitlin Cholovic. Mary Corinne Christensen. Molly Catherine Christensen. Michaela Novell Christmas. Timothy Drake Clardy. Destiny Shania Clay. Ashley Marie Cole. Ariana Nicole Collier. Abigail Louise Cook. Malaysia Neve Brente Coonrod. Grayson Daniel Cawthron. Kaylee Marie Cawthron. Taylor Joy Cowan. Jackson Cooper Crawford. Charlie Lee Cross. Zachary Caleb Crossnod. Brooklyn May Dalton. William Michael Daniels. Emily Nicole Davis. Hattie Harmon Davis. Samuel Ryan Davis. Trace Victor Davis. William Gregory Davis. Caden Jonathan Dornan. Jamie Lynn Doty. Kylie Elizabeth Duckett. Caleb Thomas Dunlap. Neil Cornelius Erskine. Brody Alexander Edwards. William Rodney Edwards. Zelina Storm Ellison. Tommy Orion Ewald. James Francis Faraday. Ty Van Faller. Christopher William Fanning. Zell Taylor Faulkner. Riomari Nicole Fletcher. Trinity Neve Flint. Chavi Gael Folgar. Lily Isha Frankum. Wilson McNeil Fuller. Malachi Sonny Gabhart. Brittany Isabella Gallegos. Jade Brianna Gandy. Adam Lee Garcia. Chelsea Crystal Garcia. Jacob Connor Gentle. Josephine Elizabeth Gilmore. Shaylin Olivia Goldsmith. Allie Lynn Golson. Andrew Alexandro Gomez-Mikan. Alejandro Luis Gonzalez. Shania Naomi Green. Farah Imari Gurley. Caitlin Nicole Hell. Ephraim Joel Hall. Victoria Lynn Hall. Wellesley Shea Hall. Reagan Elizabeth Halliburton. Emily Paige Hamilton. Gabrion Vontel Hamilton. Gianna Crystal Hampton. Lily Grace Hampton. Jace Sky Hahn. Miles Coltrane Hancock. Dezekiah Lazion Harden. Lillian Grace Harmon. Graham Monroe Harp. Ian Stacy Harrell. Bianca Nevea Cirillo Hart. Luke Michael Hathcock. David Benjamin Hawthorne. Gregory Keith Haywood. Noah Peter Heap. Joshua Caleb Helton. Devin Robert Hendricks. Marvin Ismael Hernandez. April Nicole Hernandez McKinney. Brianna Marie Higgins. Rylan Adam High. Chloe Renee Hill. Mackenzie Ann Hill. Rebecca Ann Hillman. Kellen Thomas Henshaw. Jacob Andrew Hoffman. Jariah Aiden Holiday Hogue. Jaden Caleb Heimer. Garrett James Ivy. Aaron Reed Jackson. Lauren Kennedy Jackson. Carly Nicole Johnson. Aragon Lee Johnson. Gracie Lavon Johnson. Harleah Ray Johnson. Jacob Connor Johnson. Rael Rose Mary Johnston. Alyssa Lynn Jones. Millie Sue Jones. Adam Wayne Jordan. Caleb James Carricker. Tristan Scott Kaufman. Amaya Danae Kelly. Christian Nicholas King. Ashlyn Grace Croman. Kamaria Delondrius Lacey. Taylor Aaron Larson. Sky Benet Ledgerwood. Cody Vontez Lee. Marcus Dwayne Lee. Micah Danae Lee. Marlon Andre Leonard. Logan Ray Lindsay. William Donald Livermore. Emma Lynn Lowry. Chance Alexander McBlain. Joshua Landon Majors. Katie Morgan Maloney. Jenna Michelle Mann. Aubrey Elizabeth Marzalik. Kristen Mackenzie Maston. Dylan Michael May. Cody Joshua Mays. Gideon Chimdi Mbila. Caden Isaac McCoy. Janice Lillian McCutcheon. Aubrey Cheyenne McGinnis. Dagan Jack McGurk. Alexandria Janae McGuire. William Lee Meredith. Chase Patrick Messer. Jackson Garrett Miles. Cassidy Lynn Miller. Penelope June Lynn Miller. Chase Braden Edward Mills. Henry Obed Merwanda Higwan. Olivia Brienne Moulton. Dupree Daniel Montague. Amelia Jane Moore. Kenzie Simone Moore. Landon Dakota Morgan. Jordan Elise Morris. Ethan Sean Morrison. Emily Faye Murdoch. Jaden Parker Music. Riley Marie Myers. Aaliyah Diane Nance. Sadie Dakota Nelson. Isaiah Michael Newsom. Natalie Ann Knorr. Hallie Elena Norman. Rylan Moki Oberlo. Carter Allen Osborne. Natalie Marie Owen. Mahi Tejendra Kumar Patel. Andre Jordan Payne. Braxton Lynn Peak. Joshua Carter Pence. Braden Thomas Penny. Ava Jane Perez. Ryan Elizabeth Perry. Kylie Lane Peterson. Gabriel Lou Phillips. Lillian Wynn Pierce. Samuel Martin Pitts. Shamaris Daquan Pope. George Trey Lewis Porter. Marcutio Devonte Posey. Jamarian Jaquel Powles. Landis Dean Price. Hayden Alexandra Priest. Hayden Joe Putman. Sarah Grace Rains. Nevea Elizabeth Ramsey. Nicholas Austin Randolph. Zachary Davis Revis. John Sherman Reed. Riley Faith Reeves. Caitlin Nevea Reyes. Maria Guadalupe Reyes Luna. Isabella Renee Rocha. Isabel Julissa Rodriguez. Morgan Elizabeth Roop. Nathan Alexander Ryan. Jesse Elliott Sampson. Yoselin Diane Sanchez Miguel. Jocelyn Santiago. Dan Santos. Callie Jean Sargent. Ava Elizabeth Satterfield. Gage Wilson Scott. Emily Elizabeth Seaver. Jacob Weston Sharp. Selena Silos Martinez. Nathan Bahino Simmons. Jaden Shamar Sims. Ethan Dwayne Smart. Elizabeth Ann Smith. Janet Marie Smith. Haley Elizabeth Sonderman. Bryson Darnell Spencer. Emma Catherine Spragg. Messiah Niel Simone Sterling. Elijah Tyree Stewart. Tristan Andrew Stoltz. Quinlan Joseph Stovall. Claudia Ray Taylor. Owen Gregory Todd. Tiago Alejandro Torres. Layla Jane Sujet Totke. Madeline Elaine Tao. John Simon Tran. Brandon Ryan Tucker. Dalton Lee Tyler. Joshua Valerio Gonzalez. Kartike Vashisht. Sergio Elicio Portillo Vasquez. Avion Jacoby Vaughn. Dylan Thomas Patrick Vickers. Wok Hui Vo. Caden Wesley Vos. Layla K. Vogel. Elijah Raziel Walker. Kendra Jolie Wally. Austin Kyler Ward. Kennedy Adrian Washington Houston. Kelsey Evangeline Watson. Griffin Miles Weldon. Moses Daniel Whitecotton. Madison Taylor Wilburn. Ethan Ryan Wilcox. Carson Hayden Williams. Brenna Yun Willis. Jakayla Denise Wilson. Nikayla Elise Wilson. Ian Langston Worley Oliver. Ariana Sherelle Wright. Braden Edward Wright. Cassidy Lee Wright. Connor Liam Wright. Guinevere Jade Wynn. Allison Elizabeth Young. Olivia Nicole Young. Thomas Dale Ziegler.
Would the graduates please stand? All right, let's move our tassels. On behalf of the Madison County Board of Education and Buckhorn High School, I present to you the Buckhorn High School graduating class of 2026. Would everyone please stand and join us in the singing of the alma mater?